Hallelujah, praise the Lord. I'm happy to be here, sending greetings all the way from Maine, and I got to drive back tonight, but I wouldn't miss this for nothing in the world. I couldn't come last year, but I'm here right now, okay, and this is an event that is worth a lifetime, amen? And I want you to know that, first of all, I'd like to thank my God, number one in my life. Everything else comes afterwards, even my family. God is number one. And because we have forgetting God, we're in a mess right now. Okay, just want to share that with you. And I want you to know that the Seventh Day Adventist, we do advocate vegetarian lifestyle. Okay, we don't make people be vegetarians, but we do advocate that as part of our religion. Okay, so I just want you to know that, and I want you to know that God, He believes in the vegetarian lifestyle. It's in the Bible. I'm just going to read a couple of verses over here to share with you, okay? God did not intend that we should eat animals, okay? He intended that for the animals and the humans to be vegetarian. I want to share with you in the Bible real quickly. I'm not going to be too long. It says in Genesis, I'm reading from the Authorized Version, King James. Genesis 1:29 and 30 says, "And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree, and which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat, that was for mankind." And I want you to know that word meat comes from the Hebrew broma, which means food. So God intended that for all of mankind to be eating vegetarian lifestyle. Nothing else, not no animals. And 30, this is the diet of the animals. It says, "And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, where there is life, I have given every green herb for meat," which means food, broma, right? And it was so. So God made it clear that man should be vegetarian, and for the animals to be vegetarian as well. It's in the Bible. And the reason why God had permitted for a short time for man to eat clean animals, not just any kind of animals, okay, is because when this world was under a flood, this whole world was under a flood. And if you don't believe it, if you check in the Grand Canyon, okay, you're going to see petrified fish in the highest level. What is petrified fish doing in rocks? Okay, so that was what God intended for us. And it's very clear what the Bible teaches on that point. Also in 2 Chronicles, now we're dealing with a vegetarian lifestyle for man and animal. The third phrase I want to share with you, I'm not going to be too long, is 2 Chronicles 33:6, when King Manasseh condemned for his evil practices, including sorcery, mediums, necromancies, provoking God to anger. I want you to know in the Old Testament, that word sorcery, they were practicing sorcery and indulging in different kinds of drugs. Sorcery comes from the Hebrew word pharmakia. It's where we get our word pharmacy. Okay, so from sorcery, okay, to pharmakia, okay, down to pharmacy, they are dispensing things that are not the best for you. I'm sure we all know that. All the time they keep bringing up these new drugs, and when they have the new drugs, they say how it's good for you, it's going to help you out. And then they mention the side effects, like lack of breathing, okay, bleeding, ulcers, and some of the side effects, and this is even on TV commercials, is death. From taking certain kind of drugs, you can die. So are we going to believe in all that? Okay, so I want to share with you the third phase, which is herbs. Herbs from the ground. I want you to know that, like clay, for example, clay and charcoal, if you take that with filtered water or distilled water, you can deal with your bruises, bumps, boils, and broken bones. Okay? God does the healing, but He gives you these herbs on this earth that you can use to help heal yourself. Okay? I want you to make clear on that point. Okay? And here's some other herbs that can help you out. Now, I'm not saying not go to the doctor. Okay? If you got to go to the doctor, go to the doctor and do what you got to do. But you need to try other things. The herbs that are in the ground. You can grow your own plant, and when you grow your own plant, you can use these things to heal yourself. How many like sitting in a doctor's office, in a big doctor's office, right? And then from there, they bring you into a little room, and you're still waiting there for another couple hours with a high cost, a prescription that only gives you temporary relief. You need to heal yourself by taking the right herbs. Okay? Here's an example over here. Anyone ever heard of blue vervain? Anyone ever? Anybody? One person, only one person, okay? Blue vervain can help you out with pain, inflammation of joints. If you have these things, just raise your hand. Chest congestion, eczema, burns, insect bites, itches. How many heard of caraway salve? Caraway, anybody? One person, okay? Two people over here. Caraway deals with acne, boils, scabies, and bruises. Okay? How about cayenne salve? Okay, Okay, it's good for arthritis, pain, it stops bleeding, it's good for sore muscles, bruises. How about Vitex, also known as Chas tree berry? It's good for acne, menstrual pains, insect bites, and other skin irritations. How about comfrey? Comfrey is my favorite plant. You can grow this stuff from the garden. Comfrey is good for bruises, shallow wounds, arthritis, fractures, gout, varicose veins, inflammation, pulled muscles, and promotes new skin cells. How about lemon balm? Lemon balm is good for genital and oral herpes, cold sores, chickenpox, shingles, candida albicans, HIV. You can apply that topically to your skin. How about pine tar? So we're good for psoriasis, eczema, bug itch, dandruff, antifungal, poison ivy, poison oak, sumac, rosacea, and scabies. And the last one is spearmint salve. Is good to protect wounds from ulcers, from infections. It helps to treat gonorrhea, syphilis. It helps to relax muscles, muscle spasms, headaches, stress, menstrual problems, itching, athlete's foot, dermatitis, insect bites, and other skin ailments. These are things that you can do for yourself instead of going to a doctor all the time. Okay? And I must read this over here. It says, I got to read this over here. It says, these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA, and these products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. I'll say no more on that. But people have been finding relief from these various salves and tinctures. People have found much relief. So you need to try these other things out. How does that sound? Does it sound good? Huh? Okay, and let me share something real quick before I leave from over here. The FDA does not want to approve these items and prove these herbs. You know why? Because it's a multi-billion-dollar business. If everyone started using herbs to cure themselves of 90 or 95% of the diseases, then the FDA and the whole pharmaceutical industry will be knocked down. That's millions and billions of dollars. They're gonna be losing out on that. That's why. 1 minute. That's why they don't want you to be using these. And they say the people who use herbs and cracks and they don't know what they're talking about. But why is it that they don't want us to use these things? Because they know that many times it does work. Okay? So I want you to know my table's right over there. And we do have samples. If anyone's experiencing pain, okay? Anyone right now experiencing pain, we do have samples you can try out and see if it works for you. It has been known to relieve people within half an hour to even 45 minutes. My table's right over there, and we have our natural deodorant. We have a toothpaste. We have natural soaps. Okay, so come on and come to the table right over there. Thank you for your time, and God bless you.